Hello, welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. Tonight I will be giving you the Capper Comparison Picks for Eagle FC 44. That's right, I decided no UFC event. I already did Bellator's main card yesterday. I'm going to do another main card for another fight promotion, the one that is owned by Khabib Nurmagomedov. I know you've heard of it, Eagle FC. If you download, I think it's called FLX Cast. It's like free and easy. You can watch the fights via that FLX Cast. You just subscribe to it, just sign up, free membership. You can watch their old Eagle FC fights. They're all in Russian. But tomorrow, that's right, Friday, tomorrow, they will be fighting in Miami at the FLX Cast Arena in Miami, Florida, in America, where they will have the English broadcast, and you can watch the entire card live. I'm going to do a live stream during the same time, but I will have it on my phone while I'm doing the live stream discussion about UFC. So I was like, you know what? And I'm a degenerate gambler anyway, so I already made some bets on it, and I was like, you know what? There's enough cappers. I can do a capper comparison show for this dang thing. So let's do it. I got the main card here, -1 fights. I got main card, it has like 5 fights on it, but I only got 4 boards, so I'm gonna go with the top 5 fights, or sorry, top 4 fights. And hold on a second. So let's get right into this, starting off with the welterweight fight between John Doomsday Howard and Ramazan Kuramagomedov. What is it? Yeah, I said it right. Kuramagomedov. Okay. So John Howard, he's been in the UFC twice now. He's got, I believe his UFC record is 7-7 overall. He's a huge underdog here. His record is 29-17-1. So journeyman, you know, he's double-digit losses and plenty of them. But he's been around the block. He is 38 years old, and he's taken on a hot Russian prospect, 25-year-old Ramazan Kuramagomedov. Ramazan is 9-0, undefeated, and look at this, 4.5 to 1 favorite. 4.5 to 1. That's disgusting. Blech. There's no value there taking this dude. Okay, but let's start with him anyway. I'm going to give you a little brief thing about him. When he's in the U.S., he claims to be training out of Jackson Wink, according to Tapology. But Tapology isn't really up on top of everything in their little Tapology fighter sheets. Because I heard actually he's back in Russia training at Dag Fighter with the likes of Saeed and Umar Nurmagomedov and Zabit Magomedsharipov. Fantastic, all 3 of them. You know, Umar's the lesser of the Nurmagomedovs. But anyway, this guy I heard has been training over Dag Fighter with those guys. But I guess he used to frequent Jackson Wink in Albuquerque, New Mexico a few times when he's come to the U.S. Okay, he's coming off a win against some guy named Matthias Juarez. That was in over in Dubai at the UAE Warriors. UAE stands for United Arab Emirates. That is a country over in the Middle East. And the region, it's a regional scene over in Dubai. Let's take that for what it is. But he's fought in CFFC and the PFL. He had a Contender Series fight where he had a split decision win over Jordan Williams. You might remember Jordan Williams as the diabetic. That's what I call him. He is presently in the UFC, but maybe he might have been cut by now because I think he's on a 3-fight losing streak in the UFC. But maybe he had one win in there against somebody like Sam Alvey or something. I can't remember, but I know he's definitely lost at least 2 in a row for Jordan Williams. But the dude's active and he is in the UFC. This guy had a split decision win over Jordan Williams in the Contender Series. Forgot how far back that was. And he comes in here with a nice 4 to 5 inch height advantage and a 1 inch reach advantage over the veteran John Howard. Like I was saying, John Howard, Doomsday, he's been in the UFC twice, in, back out, and then back in, and then back out again. Like I said, I do believe his record in the UFC is 7-7. Most recently he's coming off a loss to a guy named Tyler Ray. That was an ex-MMA. He's 2-3-1 in his last 5, and he's no stranger to regional and lesser promotions. Most of those fights came through PFL. He does have a notable good win over Ray Cooper III. Ray Cooper is right now hot to try. This guy was a super underdog against Ray Cooper. Knocked him out first round. First round TKO of Ray Cooper. And that just happened a little while ago, back in 2019 for John Howard. Ray Cooper is, let me see. Ray Cooper beat Chris Curtis. Ray Cooper beat Rory McDonald. Ray Cooper is legit, guys. Ray Cooper is no joke. Howard caught him. Knocked out first round. Surprised the shit out of me, I'll tell you that. He is fighting out of FAF Gym. That is where he is also. That is out of in Massachusetts, Holbrook, Mass. And he is the coach. According to Tapology, pull it up. He's the coach there. So I'm assuming that it's his gym. There's a little bit of a write-up in Tapology, but it's 8 years old. 8 years ago, he was a purple belt, so I'm assuming in the past 8 years, he's probably progressed at least to a brown, if not most likely a black belt, I would imagine. Another notable thing, he found out at age 30, I think, or 33 maybe, he's autistic. But that can go actually for you. You know, who else is autistic? Marvin Vittori is autistic. So I mean, there's nothing to take away from being an autistic fighter. I think it kind of gives you a little bit of a chin strength being autistic. Anyway, let's enough babbling. Let's see what the cappers have to say in this knockout, drag out welterweight fight between Ramazan and John Howard. We're going to start with, of course, like I always do, I start out with the favorite, minus 450. Come on, you guys already know which way this is going to go. But we have Bert again. Bert covering it all. Bert has been doing something. He's got another channel where he's been doing this crazy. It's kind of inspiring me, Bert. I know you're only a youngster, but he's doing all these pull-ups, push-ups, like testing his physical limits. I like it. I like it a lot. It's got to get me off my fat ass. I think I'm going to do something. You know, I fell off when I got the COVID. I was doing good, you know, trimming down and everything. I was, you know, but then I got the COVID and they just set me way back because I was bedridden for a week and then I was in a slump. I've been having a problem getting out of that slump. The motivation to get up an extra half hour early to do yoga and push-ups and stuff, it's not there. I'd rather spend it in my warm bed. You know what I mean? So anyway, Bert, he's taking Ramazan. I'm not going to keep saying Kuramagomedov. He's taken by decision or sub. That's what he said. The links will be, of course, in the description. Then we've got MMA Experts. He was also previewed. He also covered Bellator. I used him last night. He's gonna take Ramazan by decision. However, he said he is gonna put a little bet on Howard because Howard has that knockout ability. He's got the strong left hooks. or left jab, or was it? He said he's got a strong punch. And if you watch this Kuramagomedov, he again that split decision against who's the Jordan Williams, the diabetic there in the Contender Series. You know why that was a split decision? Because everybody was like, oh, that should have been a unanimous decision. Who was that? Because Jordan Williams rocked the dude, and it wasn't even a hard punch. It was like a jab, and he rocked him. He rocked him good, but the guy came back in I think the round after. I forget which round it was that he got rocked, but he came back and won the split decision over Jordan Williams in that Contender Series fight right there. Then we've got King of Crackdowns. I just got his hot picks today. He put them out there today, King of Crackdowns. God bless you, man, King. He's saying Ramazan by decision. Then we have a new guy. It's called, man, did I read? Warrior Bet. Warrior Bet MMA, I think it is, or Warrior Bet. I don't know, the link will be in the description, but I've been writing Warrior. Oh yeah, Warrior Bet MMA. He happened to cover the full card, brand new. I never used him before. I'm a new subscriber to you, Warrior Bet. I hope you repay the same and subscribe to me. But Warrior Bet MMA, Warrior Bet is saying Ramazan by decision. And to finish it all off, we've got Manny Bulars. I think it's Bulars, I don't know. Manny is going with John Howard. And Manny is from MMA Fight Club. He is, God, I can't praise him enough. His breakdowns and his information is so deep. He dives so deep. He looks back into their childhood. He'll tell you when they started, how they grew up, if they were orphans, if they have, how many kids they have. He tells you so much stuff you don't even need to know. I love it, dude. That's what he's so like in depth with his breakdowns of all these fighters. And he's taken John Howard. He didn't say how, but I think he's pretty much gonna. I think he might have. He's leaning. He said probably KO. He said, you know, Kuramagomedov should win, but he's gonna go out on a little bit of a limb. Because if you look at Ramazan's record, aside from that, you know, the diabetic there, Jordan Williams, he's not really fought anybody tough. He hasn't fought anybody, you know, that 9 wins littered with cans, PFL cans. Where John Howard took out that Ray Cooper. That is a big feat. That is a big accomplishment. John Howard has been in the UFC a few times. I know he's quite a bit older, but I like it, Manny. And I'm going to side also with you with that plus money. This is not in Russia. So the OV, this is not in Russia. This is in Miami, Florida. So I don't know who the judging is going to be, but hopefully they're going to go with Howard here. And hopefully he doesn't have to go to the judge, and hopefully Howard hits him, connects with one of those. The thing is, Howard doesn't have those multi-punch combinations. He does like 1-2, 1-2. He does like that, like stick and move, 1-2, 1-2. But those 1-2s, they have power behind them, and that's how he caught that Ray Cooper III, right? So you got to take that for what it is. I'm going to take Howard also. I don't, at plus 350, I don't have to say the method, but I'm going to say TKO, and I'm going to think round 2. That'll be my pick in Tapology. I already did my picks for Tapology for this. And like I said, I wasn't even going to do this show, but I was like, as I was making the bets and doing my research and stuff, I was like, I might as well. I got all this information. Might as well share it with y'all. All y'all. You like what I did? Okay, so anyway, Moving on. Next, we've got these two gentlemen at bantamweight. Both have experience in the UFC. We got the favorite here, Ray Borg. He's hot out of the UFC. He was in the UFC 2 fights ago, where he lost to Ricky Simon. Cody Gibson, he was in the UFC a little bit back. I think he was in the UFC back in like 2015. So it's been a minute for Cody Gibson, but still, I'm gonna break this down a little bit and give you reasons why both these dudes can win. Okay, let's start with Ray Borg, the favorite here. -145 favorite. He's got a record of 14-5. In his past 5, he is 3-2. In the UFC, he is 7-5. Pretty good look. He was cut because he kept withdrawing from. He had like 3 fights in a row that he just withdrew for some unknown reason, and then after he got beat by Ricky Simon, Dana's like, yeah, I'm sick of him. Just get rid of him. Done. Out. For the Taz Mexican Devil. Well, that's a corny name. Taz Mexican Devil. I mean, come on, really? Could have did better than that. Anyway, he's coming off a win against Jesse Arnett. That was over in Dubai, UAE Warriors, where he won by unanimous decision. Then he had, put some gravy on it. Then me and John Morgan will split it and eat it. Anyway, like I said before, the Jesse Arnett, he took that split decision loss against Ricky Simon, and Ricky Simon is up and coming. I think he's broken into the top 10 for real. Before that, he's got notable wins. He beat Rogerio Bontorin, unanimous decision. He's beat Jussier Formiga, unanimous decision. Luis Smoka, unanimous decision. So Ray Borg, no joke. No joke. He could, in my opinion, he should still be in the UFC. But here he was over at Khabib's thing, the Eagle FC, making a name for himself. The first Eagle FC card in the North America, in the continent. First one, so a big show for him. It's gonna be a big outing for the Eagle FC promotion here. Okay, so Ray Borg is fighting out of FIT NHB. That's in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Unfortunately, the thing Cody Gibson has is massive tail to tape advantage. Cody Gibson's got a 6-inch height and 8-inch reach advantage. Ray Borg's got slight age advantage, actually, surprisingly. 28, Gibson's 34. Okay, Cody Gibson, 18-7 as a professional. He's a slight underdog at plus 115. These odds are fresh off the bet online. The Renegade, Cody Gibson, he's coming off a win against John the Magician Dobson. John Dobson, he's a UFC guy, but he beat him in ex-MMA. That's a regional scene there, or lesser promotion. He beat him by unanimous decision. He is 4-1 in his last 5. His record in the UFC was 1-3. Not that good of a look. And like I said, it was quite a while ago. It was 2014, 2015, right around there. He trains out of Trifecta MMA in Visalia, California, but Tapology doesn't show staff. It doesn't show any fighters at all, so it's a big mystery about where he trains out of. It just says Trifecta. I have no idea anything more about that. So, Cody Gibson, huge height and reach advantage. Like I said, 8-inch reach, that's 4 inches on each arm, and 6-inch height advantage, going against a guy with a much more experienced UFC caliber guy in Ray Borg. Let's see what the cappers have to say here, starting with the favorite in Ray Borg. We've got the new dude, Warrior Bet MMA. He is on taking the side of Borg, and he is saying Borg by decision, using his smart fight IQ to figure out how to impress the judges. Then taking Cody Gibson, we've got King of Correctdowns, KFC. He's also saying by decision for Gibson. Jumping back over here, we've got Burt MMA taking Ray Borg by decision. And you know what? All these guys, a lot of these guys are saying by decision. And look, even the bookies think it's going to go the distance. Over 2.5 rounds is minus 270. If you think it's going to fall short, you'll double your money at plus 210. But as I was saying, keep going. AJ DeVito from MMA Experts. He is taking Cody Gibson. He didn't say how, but he is on that side. Most likely because of that height and reach advantage, I would imagine. And for the tiebreaker, we've got Manny from MMA Fight Club, and he is siding with Cody Gibson. MMA Fight Club, Manny taking the plus money underdog here. You know, I've been back and forth on this fight. I did, like I said, I've already made picks on Tapology, and I've placed bets. I've placed a couple different parlays, and every time I looked at the fights and looked at the compared each fighter to each other, I keep leaning toward the side of Ray Borg. I like his the people that he's beat. I like that he's got a win over Rogerio Bontorin, Luis Smoka, Jussier Formiga. I like those things. So I'm going to go with the slight favorite here in Ray Borg to get it done. I think he's got smart enough fight IQ and veteran experience to get on the inside of those long, reachy punches. I know he doesn't have the best wrestling. He's more of like a stand-up guy, but I think he can get on the inside and manage to get some volume and a little pressure. Just stay on his front foot and stay in the face of Cody Gibson and get the win by decision here. And that's my story, you know, sticking to it. Moving on. Moving on. Next we have Rashad Sugar Evans. Winston, you alright? I just stepped on your paw. Sugar Evans, you know, Sugar Sean Mosley took that name. Not was it Sugar Sean? What's that? Man, I'm right now I'm just brain dead. Anyway, Sugar Rashad Evans is 42 years old. He's coming out of retirement. The guy, he's been around the block. Wait till I get into this breakdown. Holy Jesus. Gabriel, he's 19-8-1 as a professional. Slight underdog, plus 125 against Gabriel Checco. 12-5 as a professional. Slight favorite, minus 155. Gabriel Checco's not a young man, young spring chicken himself. He's 35. So you got that. Okay, let's talk about these guys. Okay, Gabriel Checco Zangief. That is the guy with the same haircut as Gabriel Checco from the Street Fighter game. I think it's Street Fighter. He's the big guy with the hairy chest and anyway, Gabriel Checco has a gym called Zangief Jiu-Jitsu or something. But according to Manny, he is not training out of there anymore. He's training somewhere else over in Nevada. I think around the Vegas area, probably like maybe Extreme Couture or Syndicate. I don't really know. And Manny didn't say, he didn't get into it, but he did say he's training over in Vegas, as far as I know. Gabriel Checco is coming off a win against Simon Marini, ground and pound round 1, another ex-MMA fight. He's been in the UFC for a bit here. He's lost to people like, he lost to Beverly Hills Ninja Jordan Wright, who I fade that guy every chance I get. So that's not a very, very impressive loss. He got knocked out by Jordan Wright too. That was during the LFA days for Gabriel Checco. You know what? Has he been in the UFC? Let me just pull up the Tapology just real quick. But Gabriel Checco is you know, 2 and 3 in his last 5. And he is, just give me 1 second, look at the guy. Submission, he's got a lot of grappling tournaments here. So he's a very active fighter. Oh, I was wrong. He's never fought in the UFC that I can see. He's always been in like lesser promotions like RFA, CXF, WSOF, Final Fight, Kinetic. Oh, that's grappling right there. Grappling, Submission Underground's grappling. XM MMA. Yeah, so the dude has not been in the UFC. My bad, my error. But he has fought some UFC guys. Like I said, he took that loss to Jordan Wright in the LFA. Who else was somebody? Ian Heinisch, he lost to him in the LFA. But these are losses. I can lose to those guys too. You know, it's not, just because you fight them doesn't mean make you good. It means you lost anyway. Jake Collier knocked him out. Jake Collier, he didn't knock him out. He got him in the rear naked choke. I know Jake Collier, Dev the dude is a huge Jake Collier fan, and I knew he's coming off that win just recently where he choked out Chase Sherman. But Jake Collier is not, he's not the prototype or whatever. Gabriel Checco got rear naked choked by Jake Collier, and that was during his Jake Collier's 185-pound days. That was during the middleweight days. So take that for what it is. Okay. Now, Gabriel Checco, the favorite here, -155, taking on the legend Rashad Evans. Rashad Sugar Evans. This guy, all right. He is on a 5-fight losing streak. Okay, he's lost 5 in his. He hasn't fought since. When's the last fight? I got Tapology up. Might as well just pop it over, right? It's been quite a bit. I want to say 4 years. Rashad Evans. His last fight was in 2018, so it's been quite a while. His last fight, he lost TKO round 1 to Anthony Smith. Before that, he lost to Smiling Sam Alvey by split decision. Daniel Kelly by split decision. Glover Teixeira, the champ, knocked him out round 1. Okay. And then Ryan Bader, who was fighting Bellator this weekend, he beat him unanimous decision. The last time the dude Rashad Evans won was against Chael Sonnen, and that was, he knocked Chael Sonnen out round 1. That's good on him. But that was in 2013. So it's been quite a while since Rashad Evans had his arm raised in any sort of fight, okay? The guy retired because of, I think, injuries and wear and tear on his body, and 5 losses in a row, you know, it's probably telling you something. I know he had a job doing some commentating and stuff. But, yeah, he joined the Eagle FC, most likely to get some cheddar, you know, to get some pay. That's, you know, that's how it happens. 42 years old. So a lot of questions here. I mean, I understand Rashad Evans, he's phenomenal wrestling background. I think he was like, was a Michigan State or something. He was a NCAA finalist in the tournament. I think he was like maybe a state champ out of New York, I do believe. I know he's got a great wrestling background, but that was a lifetime ago. I don't know where Rashad Evans is right now with his performance. It's a lot of questions there. But in the same right, Gabriel Checco, I don't know much about Zangief either. Rashad Evans, Tapology says Black Zillions, but let me tell you what, Black Zillions hasn't been around since 2017 because the founder of Black Zillions, his name was Glenn Robinson. He passed away. He had a heart attack back in 2017. Henry Hooft and was it Greg Jones, I think, went over to, stayed in Florida, but they moved from Black Zillions. Now they're over at Sanford MMA. So some people say, well, Sanford MMA is Black Zillions. I Maybe. I don't know. But I know Black Zillions is not a thing anymore. They used to be a very respectable, high-ranked training facility, but then the founder, the owner, died. So with that, so did the defunct facility, Black Zillions. So, and I know the coaching staff is now over at Sanford. So take that for what it is too. So, yeah, I don't know about Rashad Evans. It's just, ugh. So this light heavyweight fight, we got this guy who's never really been that great, like getting knocked out by people like Jordan Wright, and he's never fought in the UFC. Evans, a former UFC champion that's beat a slew of guys. I don't even want to pull that up, but that was also back in like 2008, 2010, around then. That's when he was a beast, destroying everybody. Now it's 2022, guys, and he's 42 years old. Gabriel Checco, though, he's got like that Zangief, like the video game. He's got that, like a more muscular build. So when you think of cardio, Checco's got the age advantage, but he's also 35 too. Evans is 42, but Evans, former wrestler, wrestlers that stay going to the gym, they keep up, they have good, their cardio stays with them. I mean, you lose a little bit with age, but dude, I don't know what to do about this fight. I swear to God, I'm torn. Both, even the odds can't steer me one way. So I guess I'm gonna have to leave it up to the cappers. That's why I do this show, to help me. Like I said, I've already made my bet on this, and I will tell you who it is after I explain who the cappers are picking. Taking the favorite here with Gabriel Checco, we've got Bert. He's saying Checco should get the finish here. He didn't specify, but he did say Checco within distance or with a finish over the... I think both these fighters are chinny. Evans, though, 42 years old. A lot of people are fading him because of that age. You want to go in the other room, Winston? Go. Go on. Go. Go. Then taking Rashad Evans, we've got King of Crackdowns, and he is saying by decision for Evans. I hope you're right, dude, because I'd like to see Rashad Evans retain a victory, you know, coming out of retirement. He left on a bad note, left 5 losses in a row. Not a good look. I'd like to see him come back to the States in Miami, get his arm raised in the octagon. That would be a nice touch. Then we've got the Manny MMA Fight Club. Also taking Gabriel Checco because of Evans' age, and he emphasized how Evans probably only came out of retirement just for the money, not necessarily for the glory. But I don't know, dude, once you have that fighting spirit, I think that sticks with you. You always, you know, I miss wrestling and jiu-jitsu so badly. I'd love to go back to it, but with family, busy job, I can't find the time. I know excuses. You can find the time. Just get up a little earlier, go to bed a little late. No, not with my wife, dude. I gotta be home. I gotta help with these children. I got a lot, you know. And if I did go back to doing grappling and shit, you wouldn't get any of this. None of this. Anyway, then jumping back over, taking Rashad Evans, we've got Warrior Bet MMA. He is also taken Evans by decision. Man, I kind of hope you're right. And for the tiebreaker, we've got AJ DeVito, MMA Experts, and he is on the side with the record book legend, Rashad Sugar Evans. MMA experts, even though it's just one guy. whatever, is on Rashad Evans, edging him out for the capper. Majority leaning with the old-timer Evans. And I, too, it's not like I'm really picking Evans. I'm more fading Gabriel Checco. Because, like I said, I always fade Jordan Wright. Jordan Wright knocked this dude out in the first round. Surprisingly enough, though, that, who was that, Nightwolf Pickett, who Jordan Wright knocked him out. I took him in the UFC, and he got the win over a Contender Series dude. Jamie Pickett, right? Jamie Pickett, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm siding with Rashad Evans here. I like his wrestling pedigree. I think he's coming not just for the paycheck. I think he was looking for that glory. He wants to get his arm raised again and see how... I think he misses... You missed that. You missed that taste of victory. And I think he's going to try real hard and get that victory over Checco. Even at 42, I think he's got it in him. Checco's 35, so it's not like he's any spring chicken. I'm going to have to say decision, though. I don't know if he's going to be knocking this guy out. But Checco will fade. I think Evans, even though he's older, I think he's got probably better cardio than Gabriel. And that's how I see it panning out by decision. Probably Checco might win round 1, but then Evans is going to have round 2 and 3. Going to be a close fight. Rashad Evans taking the victory. Okay. Finally, we've got the main event. Tyrone Spong taking on Sergei Kharitonov. Is it Kharitonov? Kharitonov, I think it is. Okay, Tyrone Spong is a 2-to-1 favorite, -200. He's got a MMA record of 2-0, but the dude's been around. He's like, I guess he's a Latino he's like a boxing. He holds 2 belts in boxing, current belts. They're not like a Latino WBF, World Boxing Federation. And another one, I'm not really a boxing guy, so I don't really know what they are. But also, I heard this guy has... Where did I do that? Oh, here it is. Scott, Manny says kickboxing. This dude, Spong, has a kickboxing record of 107, 7-2. That's phenomenal. With 73 knockouts as a kickboxer. So don't let that 2-0 thing. Don't let him think he's novice. He is not novice, not at all. The dude over 107, 7-2, 73 knockouts for Spong. And also, where's he training out of? The New Black Zillions, if you will. He's training out of Sanford MMA. He is a native of Suriname. The dude is coming off a win. He's only, like I said, he's only got 2 pro MMA fights. His last one was a win against Angel Donata or something like that. I don't even, by unanimous decision. And before that, he had a round 1 knockout of a guy named Travis Bartlett in 2012. So I don't even know what, like, promotions. I didn't write them down or anything, but don't let that phase you. This guy's got stand-up that can bang. Okay, his opponent here is Sergei Kharitonov, the paratrooper. This guy fights out of Golden Glory, that is in Thailand. He's got a slight height and reach advantage, 2-inch height, 2.5-inch reach. Now this guy does have some experience in MMA fighting some notable names, which I will mention a little bit. He's 33-9, plus 160 underdog against this dude, 2-0. This is kind of an interesting fight. This is a heavyweight fight, so you can be over 40. This guy's 41. Spong 36. Okay. Sergei Kharitonov, I guess he was born to according to Manny, he was born to very athletic parents. He started martial arts when he was a teenager, early teens. He served in the Russian Air Force, and that's, I guess he's the equivalent to an airborne ranger, like in the U.S. it'd be airborne rangers. I don't know what they're called over in Russia, but he's the equivalent to that, and that's why his nickname is the Paratrooper. His last win was a TKO round 1 over Fabio Maldonado. That was in Paras FC. He's 3-2 in his last 5. He lost to Checco by rear naked choke, round 2 before that. But listen to the people that he has in this 33 wins. Listen to some of these names. He's beat Big Country Roy Nelson, TKO. He's beat Matt Mitrione, TKO. He's beat Alistair Overeem, TKO. And Fabricio Verdum, I didn't write TKO, so I don't know if that was a TKO. It might have been a decision. I don't know. But the dude has been around the block. But man, this guy, 107, 7-2 with 73 knockouts. You can't overlook that. That's a big deal to me. So this one again, I'm kind of torn because this guy has got the experience over like notable names in the. I know there were a while ago, and let me see. I'm just gonna pull up. I apologize again. I just want to pull up his see what dates these where he knocked these guys out. How long ago it was. All right, Sergei. All right. Well, that loss to Checco, that was in 21. Fabio Maldonado, 21. The real names. Let's see. Linton Vassell, he lost to him in 19. Okay, here we go. Matt Mitrione, Roy Nelson. He beat these guys 2018, 2019. So not that long ago for these guys. Then all the way back, Andrei Arlovsky, that was 2011. So he does have a Alistair Overeem. He beat Alistair Overeem too, knocked him out 2007, my bad. Yeah, so this guy, he's been a pro since 2000. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So dude, this is, like I said, this is a tough one to call too, because we got this guy that's relatively new to MMA, but has a killer kickboxing record going against this guy that's definitely not new to the MMA because he's been fighting as a pro since 2000. You know, over 2 decades in the fight game as a pro. Let's see what the cappers have to say, please. All right. Taking the favorite, 2-1 favorite in Tyrone Spong, we've got King of Crackdowns, KFC. He says TKO round 2 for Spong. Then we've got the new guy, Warrior Bet MMA. He's saying also TKO for Spong. The guy does have 73 knockouts. It still blows my mind. You know who else has a lot of kickboxing fights like that? Is the King of Kung Fu, Muslim Salikov. That dude has like 160 wins as a kickboxer. I'm just throwing that out there just a little. I remember seeing that stat somewhere. Okay, then we've got, and the thing is with the kickboxing fights, of those 107 wins, 80 of them could be cans. I would not know. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Then we've got AJ DeVito, MMA experts. He's also saying KO round 1. They're doubting this. They're doubting the paratrooper. They're doubting his chin, obviously. We got Bert. Bert thinks. Ooh, Bert says decision. Okay, Bert. I like that. And to wrap it all up, Manny the dude from MMA Fight Club is also taking Spong to get it done, making this a full capper consensus. Is Nora even awake? What time is it? Full capper consensus. Tell the camera what's a full capper consensus.
A full capper consensus is when all of the handicappers pick one side of the whiteboard.
That's right. And in this case, all the handicappers are taking Tyrone Spong, the king of the ring, with his fantastic kickboxing record. Thanks, Nora. I appreciate it. I'm going to do a recap in a second, just so you know. But, man, and I guess I'm going to also have to take it, too, because he's knocked 73 dudes out. It's 107, 7-2. That's what sold me on the guy. And Kharitonov, I know he's got those notable wins against, like, names that I've known. Big Country Roy Nelson, Matt Mitrione, Alistair Overeem. The dude's been a pro fighter, MMA fighter since 2000. Man, I'm talking myself into going against the capper consensus, but now I've already made my bets and I already put it in for Spong. However, when I go back to that bet online, I think I'll throw a little half-unit hedge bet. It is the main event, and so I'll parlay these, and just in case, I'll throw a hedge on Kharitonov. I don't want to, I don't want to come to the last fight and then mess my parlay up because I took Derek Spong against the veteran UFC or veteran MMA fighter in Kharitonov. So to recap, that was weak. What? To recap.
Time check.
Thank you. Time check. I am a little bit over the time.
That's fine.
That's fine. Okay.
What does that say?
Oh, Kuramagomedov.
That's long.
Yeah, that's his last name. His first name is Ramazan. That's a crazy name. Kharitonov. A lot of Russians in this fight league because it's called the Eagle FC, and that is out of Russia. Mother Russia. Russia. You know, Pipa's Ukrainian. That's kind of Russian. You know that? Okay. Anyway, to recap, I've got John Howard with the huge upset against Ramazan Kuramagomedov. I think John Howard, plus 350. I'm willing to put that bet on the guy like I said, he's got the 7-7 record in the UFC. He's got that nice knockout of Ray Cooper, where he was a huge underdog. Ramazan, I mean, he struggled with that split decision win against the diabetic Jordan Williams. And Jordan Williams, I'm not big on that guy. And Jordan Williams rocked him with a jab. So, aside from that, I don't know many people that this dude has beat. If you look at his Tapology, go ahead, check it out. Can Crusher over PFL. PFL Can Crusher. Then I've got Ray Borg beating Cody Gibson in a close decision. Cody Gibson does have the massive tail of the tape advantage, height and reach. But Ray Borg, I think, has the better ring fight IQ. He's got the better fight IQ, better experience. He's fought a better resume of fighters. I like the past fighters he's beat. I like Jussier Formiga, Luis Smoka, Rogerio Bontorin. And he was just in the UFC just like a year ago. So, nothing, I like Ray Borg here, despite the height and reach advantage. Then I have Rashad Evans regaining the victory. Oh my God, that's why he was trying to go out. He pooped? Alright, I'll get it. All right, then I got Rashad Evans retaining a little bit of glory after his retirement and come back. I think he's jonesing for that victory, that taste of victory. He wants his arm raised again, so I think he's going to get it done against Gabriel Checco, who I've never really been that impressed with. Like I said, dude got knocked out by Beverly Hills Ninja, Jordan White privilege. Right. Jordan White privilege, right. And finally, I'm taking Tyrone Spong, but I will put a little bit of a half-unit hedge bet on Sergei Kharitonov, the paratrooper, at plus money because of his, once again, his massive resume. Been fighting since 2000. This guy Spong, yeah, he's got 107 wins in the kickboxing, but that doesn't tell me nothing because I don't know any of the people that he's beat. So that, you know, I can go out to the streets and beat 107 nobodies. Doesn't make me great. You know what I'm saying? So there you have. I'm still taking him though on Tapology. Don't get it mixed up. Method will probably be knockout, I imagine. But nonetheless, I'm gonna still put a hedge bet on Kharitonov. So there you have it. Gather the info, place those bets, and cash those tickets. I appreciate you watching. Give me that thumbs up. Go ahead and fill the comments. Call me fat again. I don't care, whatever. I am. But Bert, you're inspiring me. I think maybe I will try to get up a little bit earlier and get back into the whole regimen of, you know, yoga and push-ups every day. Because I can tell just watching my replays, I have put on a little bit of weight. I have a doctor, my physical next week with my doctor, and she's going to be disappointed in me. So after my, yeah, you know what? I am going to start doing something, get back into it. So thanks for that inspiration, Bert. Go ahead. The links will be in the description for all these guys. Check them out. Subscribe to their channels. They're fantastic. And tomorrow, I will be doing the live stream with Dave and Mbae, where we're going to discuss UFC Vegas 47. And during that time, I will have this stuff going on the phone, so it's kind of like a sort of a watch along at the same time, but not really, because it's going to be a discussion. I'm just going to, you know, just have it. It's going to be fun. Partake in the chat. I will be active with the chatters in the chat. It'll be a good time. So tune in tomorrow for that live stream, probably around 8 o'clock Eastern. Okay, so there you have it. Thanks for watching. Good luck on your bets, and I'll see you next time.